Hello. What's up, everybody? It's time for some game dev. Yeah, I don't have like a super solid plan of what I would like to do tonight, but I don't know. I've tossed around the idea of working on some of the sillier features of the gameplay. So maybe we'll start with that and see where we go. Maybe in doing so, I'll think of other stuff I need to take care of. So one of the things that we kind of have set up already is there is somewhere in here. Right, so we have our global settings. Do I not have like a separate thing for like game settings? Yeah, no, this is like your menu config. Process game state. Load game state to scene. This does nothing. This literally does nothing. And we don't call it. Cool. I think this is an old script that we don't, well, maybe we do use this. Yeah, so we call this internally in here, but we don't actually use it anywhere else. I believe that this is, oh yeah, nuke this class, I pushed down to each respective objects. Yeah, the objects grab like the state of the game when they initialize themselves. Right. Cool. Anyway, we've also got our randomizer seed. This is what I was actually looking for. Where does this get used? Obviously we can't randomize the game at all anywhere, but game settings. What is game settings under? Alright, so it's got your difficulty, it's got whether it's randomized, then we also have this funny mode flag. Where do you get game settings? It's on the player status and it's public. Okay. Right, so we have this, like, nulled out thing. Right, and then the randomizer seed just takes, like, settings, right? Yeah, we have our configuration in here. The literal seed if we want one, where we can, like, use that to seed the randomized inputs for consistent values. Whether we want to randomize enemies, items, let's throw another one in here for puzzles. Allow spawns for enemy slots. Wait, on empty slots for difficulty. I don't know what I was doing with this one. I think the idea there was that I would have like, Actually, really don't know what I was doing with this. I was thinking maybe that's like whether it should use blank spots in the game or not, but right, so in our actual seed, what data do we have in here? I guess this is the seed. Max enemy ID, max item ID. So I'm thinking about like the logic of like how our randomizer would generate the seed. And I think a pretty good blueprint to work off of is the kind of the way that the BioRand games work. So like you kind of have the game split up into zones, and we can shuffle keys around within a zone as long as like it's behind, like our zones are sectioned off by like things you'd unlock with the keys. So we can shuffle an item around in any section of that zone. At that point, it's just a matter of like defining what that zone is. And then I guess there's also the possibility of like shuffling the locks as well, but that seems more like, I don't know, I think I'd still stick to the same logic of like having these zones and then you know, putting like we would just swap out like the target key for the zone is whatever the new lock is, essentially. I think that would satisfy all the conditions for that sort of thing. I've never written like a randomizer or like any such mod for a game, so kind of hashing this out in my head as we go here, but we'll see what we can do. My upper lip itches, I don't know why. Right, so shuffling the enemies is pretty easy, and we've already got that down here. Because with enemies, you can literally just, you know, swap in any of them for another one. Now, one thing we could do... I guess another data sanitization thing here. If you don't have any of the enemies selected, so enemy spawn type, there is a none, right? Yeah. And that would be excluded from the list, I guess. That actually, yeah, so I intentionally made these powers of 2, but I guess we could actually like put like not a type at 1 here. I probably just broke so many things. Oh well. Wait, this is not right. Or is it? No, because 3 is the first 2 bits. This is like... oh, right. Yeah, never mind. This is different altogether. And basement's that temperature again, where it's like kind of cold if I have my hoodie off, too warm if I have it on. I mean, this is a little like redundant here on like, I don't know. Having this bit math is maybe a bit excessive, but I mean it does work, so I guess that's whatever. Now, the question is... I guess maybe where I was coming from with this is like... Oh man. Picking nothing is a valid option. It's probably why I had that as one of the valid values there. Not sure if I like that or not, though. Well, I guess that gives the player the ability to choose, like, you know, do I want to shuffle in, like, nothing as a potential outcome, or not? The other thing too is now I'm thinking about like really good examples of randomizers here. Let me pull open BioRand just for like visual reference in case you guys don't know like what the hell I'm talking about. Yeah, so this is BioRand. The cool thing about this is like it's not even just like on or off, it's literally like probability of, you know, which type of enemy you want. Which is pretty cool. And you know, like, why not also just make our thing cool? That would also get rid of this like shortcut I can use here, because I wouldn't be able to just do simple bit math like this. Not sure the best reliable way to like randomly pick between a like weighted list like that. That has to be like a fairly common practice though, right? Hold on, let me check this out. I found it on Stack Overflow. Define a class for your items like this. Then what? Oh, so I see what we're doing here. So essentially you take all of the potential outcomes, put them in a list, and then yeah, okay, so you add like the probabilities as you add them to the list, and then you pick a random number between, you know, 1 and 0 or whatever, and whichever range that falls into is what you're looking for. Okay, it's not too bad. Definitely would work. Rand from seed, what does this give me? Right. Actually not sure how this works here. So we're putting that to the power of 2? Oh, right. Okay, we use the modular division here to like loop it around. Got it. Okay. This will need to be a little rewritten here. What's going on in here? I'm working on randomizer code. What's up, Carly? Which will allow the player to shuffle, like, which enemies they want to see in the game, like have them show up in different places than normal, items and stuff like that. Basically a built-in feature for my game that's similar to those mods that I play for like Resident Evil games. So like, instead of this guy always being here, you start a new game with randomizer on. It might be the other enemy, or it might be nothing. So this will be a little bit meticulous for the items, but I think effectively what we'll end up doing... I'll just have like a like lookup list in my constants that will keep track of like groupings of item IDs in the different zones. So I'll just need to be careful about keeping that like updated as we get more item slots and stuff like that. Now that I'm coding this, I kind of understand what I was getting at with that other variable there. So I have that like, what is it called? Allow spawns on empty enemy slots for difficulty. So that's like, if whatever difficulty you're playing the randomizer on... Oops, wrong window. If the enemy spawn for that spot is normally empty, just as a random example here... Where's my enemy? There it is. Yeah, so you can set like per difficulty which enemy you want to see here. So if it's nothing, then this option dictates like, well, should we spawn something here or not anyway? And I think the main reason I put that in there is I want to add extra spawn slots that are just going to be empty by default, like no matter what difficulty you're playing on. Then you can have extra enemies show up in those. But yeah, rather than even probability, let's update this so that it's that we can have a weighted probability. Which means I think I want to get rid of all this like flag stuff here, or the bitmath stuff going on here. It'll be less efficient, but whatever. Sorry, Jeremy stole salmon. I had to chase him down and dig it out of his throat. I have no idea what you're up to. Fair enough. Well, too bad. You never will. No, yeah, just working on my randomizer. Hope it's going well, though. Thanks. So far, so good. Just kind of refamiliarizing myself with this code. Now I'm thinking about how I'm going to tear this down and rebuild it. Hope Jeremy does not get sick on account of the salmon. Now the other thing too is I wonder what happens You won't? Fair enough. So I don't know if fish is good or bad for dogs. Need to figure out how to pair this. I could use a tuple, I guess. Cooked salmons is fine, and it was. Raw can kill them. Oh, fun. I mean, I guess I could just leave this powers of 2. It's not hurting anything. I'm not going to have that many enemy types in my game that it's going to overflow if I have them on powers of 2. Well, no, I need this to be contiguous, actually. Do I actually, though? I think the implementation that I just read kind of proves that I don't need that. Noted. I'm gonna do it, though. They want it. It's tasty. They would love it. Just remember the first birthday of the one dog, the older dog. They made him a hamburger, and they put a little like party hat on him, and like he friggin' hates having like stuff on his head. So he thought he was like being punished or something, and he's just sitting in front of like a. It's like that cat meme of the cat that's like sitting in front of the birthday. I don't know, some like cat-friendly cupcake or whatever it is, and the cat just looks like miserable. It's exactly like that, but with a giant dog and a hamburger. And they took the hat off him after they got their picture, and he was immediately just like, alright, cool, burger. that song that gets super loud? I say as it's getting super loud. No, it's not actually. We're good. Levels are good. I'm just like staring at my screen, not knowing what to do here. So in the settings, we basically want to constantly check I need like a range. Range is a type, right? Yeah. Okay. So in the settings, we need to pass in collective probabilities here for each enemy type. Wait, how do ranges work though? Damn it. Oh, this is a Godot class. Okay, let me read the docs on this. Not 3.3. Also, your website's super fucked up. What the hell? Hey. Great, man. I literally can't even, Okay. Now I'm on the Godot 4 and it loads properly. Godot 3 just like exploded on me and I couldn't change which version to look at docs for. Abstract base class for number within a range, okay. This is actually not what I need. This is a UI element. Damn. Okay, I'm going back to the Stack Overflow post, because it is pretty elegant the way they have this set up. Yeah. Enemy spawn probabilities. We'll call it that. That length. So this is going to need to be a list, and I'm going to use a tuple. So we'll have a tuple, and it's going to be a float, and, or I guess enemy type, and it doesn't really matter which, Alright. I forgot what I named this already. What's up, Int? What am I working on? So I'm trying to build a built-in randomizer into my game. We kind of already have some infrastructure for that set up. But one thing I'd like to improve on is right now I have it set up basically as though like you can choose like yes or no, spawn, like randomize these like choose these enemies to be in the like randomized pool it's picking from. What I'd like to do instead is have something like this fan-made project over here for the old Resident Evil games. This is called BioRan, by the way, where you can actually just mess the slider and say like, okay, I want a low chance to see zombies in this randomizer, rather than just yes, no. And I think I've just figured that out, or how we're going to do that in our game. Alright, so we have this enemy spawn probabilities. Doesn't like me using length. I don't know what happened down there. I have a feeling this isn't actually broken, it's just like... Oh, is it because I used tuples and now it's like freaking the hell out? Yeah, it is. Okay. I actually have no idea. I guess we were using the Godot ones, weren't we? Probably the safer bet. Doesn't like that either. Hey, what's up, Brandon? Oh, you're all good, Int. Super chill. Oh, Godot got collections. Yeah, there we go. And glad I can help inspire. My project's not much to look at, but I think we've done some cool stuff in it. Not to... Going to movie night soon, but tuning in till then? Nice. Cool. Enjoy your movie night. We're doing some intense math right now. Thank you. There we go. I probably should do some data sanitization here to make sure that this sum is at least 1. And not more than 1. I don't know. Oh, nice. That's cool. I never read that book / short story. That's Asimov, right? The Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? I haven't read a lot of like classic sci-fi actually. I have been trying to get myself to read Neuromancer, partially because the game I made is the name is from that book. But oh, Philip K. Dick, yeah, okay, gotcha. Quite enjoyed it. Nice. I feel like we never had like assignments to read a lot of sci-fi in school. It's always like dystopic or like dramas and stuff. Or not dramas, I don't... What would you classify, like... I don't know, something like Native Son. It's depressing books. Sci-fi usually is dystopic. Fair, but I'm talking more like The Giver. I guess that was like earlier in school, or like 1984 that I read in high school. Though I also took Brit Lit, so I guess I missed a lot of the like more modern stuff by not taking minor lit. So you have a lot of organization projects. You have some way to architect your game. Hold on, I have a good answer to that. Although it's a little silly, but God, the book's name is so generic. It's called like a video game architecture book. That's not the one, dang it. There's the art of game design, but that's more of a design thing. There is a book out there that is very good. I actually have not read the entire thing. I will find this for you. Give me 1 second. If I don't know if Torpid's here. If you're here, man, help me. You know, the worst part is they might have changed the cover, so I'm like skimming to try and see the cover that I'm bleh. Coming up blank. Rules of Play is another good like book. Again, more design focused than code architecture, so totally off topic, but yeah, so anyway, I skimmed a book somewhere that I hopefully will find this. To answer your question, I also have a lot of experience in like I've been working in coding for like got over 10 years now. So like I've got a good amount of this code is crazy well organized. Thank you, Epio. It's good. Read Brave New World. Oh yeah, that's another one I read. 1984 is nuts. It is. Also, yeah, you can't go too wrong like just perusing forums as well. Like I think a lot of my knowledge comes from the accumulation of all those things. I will find this book, by the way. Oh, dude, I know. There we go. I just need to go look at my past orders. I'm pretty sure. Okay, I searched the word game and it has like every video game thing I've bought. Like games, board games. Come on, man. Why did I buy Lode Runner 2? I still have my copy of it. Can I filter by like type of product? No, you can't filter your search results on Amazon. I also need to like pray that I actually got this off Amazon and not from somewhere else. I'm gonna go way back. It might have been Agile Game Development with Scrum. Something is like fucky in my purchase history. Hold on. It says I bought Mylon Secret Cat. I don't own that game. I do not own that game. I played that game. But fuck, man. Okay, this is probably it. The title does not seem familiar, but here, let me link it in chat. There's probably a better, more like modern example, but like this was definitely wait, let me no, wait, this isn't it. This I bought this book in 2012 and the product description could not be more on the nose of current day gaming. Game development's in a crisis, facing bloated budgets, impossible schedules, and unmanageable complexity. And Death March overtime. It's a little sad that hasn't been fixed, and this was published in 2010. No, this is more about like project management, not so much code architecture. Damn it. All right, I'm gonna try something. I'm trying another approach here. I just typed in Agile because I'm reading this page. Best game architecture books. Good books on this. Game programming patterns, that's what it's called. Oh my god. There we go. I guess this is the dude's website. I hope this website's safe. I got there eventually. Most efforts go into graphics, programming, visuals. Yeah, that's the other thing too. It's like making a game is just you're spinning so many plates. Like it's hard to. Obviously, my visuals are not great. It's just really hard to like. I don't know. Find a balance. No problem at all. I read that a while ago. I guess is part of that. I've also read a lot of books on like just general programming design. I will say also, and I'm sure Epio can back me up on this, that like general coding architecture only gets you so far in game development because there are some things that are just wildly different in the way you need to structure your code. Oh god, shading. Yeah, I have not written like a shader in quite some time. The closest to that I've done is when I was porting Straylight to PlayStation. I had to like edit some shaders that our artist wrote / cobbled together off of some internet tutorials because like stuff that he was using didn't work on the PlayStation. And I'm like, oh shit. Hey look, it's the website I just pasted in chat. Yeah, it's just like my little indie game. We did port it to PlayStation though. It's kind of cool. We don't have it on PSVR 2 because PSVR 2 came out like a month after we released our game, and it would basically have been a third complete rewrite of our game. Even though we were in Unity, like all the underlying architecture of like talking to the PlayStation would have had to have been rewritten. And we're like, okay. Not to mention we only have a PS4 dev kit. We would need a PS5 dev kit for that. So we only exist on the old PSVR. That's pretty crappy. My game doesn't show up unless I misspelled it. Did they delist us? Do I have to be in PS4 land? We've been scrubbed from the PlayStation Store. What the fuck? Like, I can't search my game for some reason, but I can bring up the game page. It's nuts. It was a fun time. I don't know. Anyway. Maybe I had the wrong thing open. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I was looking at the eShop. Wait, no, but that's the only way you can buy it. I don't know, man. I don't know why it didn't show up, but now it shows up when I search. Frickin' PlayStation Store. Oh, yeah. It's cool, too. You also searched and found it? Alright, I don't know. I was on some weird PlayStation site the first time, I think. Or I had some filter that was making it not work. Anyway. Pardon my rambling. Pardon my rambling talking to something relevant instead of just ignoring chat and working on this thing that... Well, I won't say nobody cares about, but, you know. Thanks, yeah, it's, while it has only exclusively lost money for me, or like we spent more money making it than we've made off of it, it's still, it's a cool milestone to reach, to like actually release something that like is a finished product. It only took us 5 years. We're definitely trying to get the next one out faster. Without, you know, crunching. I don't know. We're still working full time, so that's cool. Oh yeah, it is on Steam. Here, let me get the Steam link. That's a lot more useful to people. What did that just try to open? We actually need to, so, this, probably, there's 0 people in the audience that care about this, but, one weird thing is, the way, so we also ported it to the Meta Quest and Quest 2, and the wacky thing with that is it's like nearly impossible to get into the proper Quest store. the Oculus store kind of like was in the process of going defunct as we like rolled it out. So working for a large studio. There are 5 of us and only 2 of us code. And we do it in our spare time. Pardon me. When I'm not playing games in my spare time or making this other nonsense in my spare time. Our next project is not this, by the way. This is totally unrelated. So the probability is greater than 0. Oh, right. Sum plus equals. Well, actually, yeah. Wait. Put that down in here. Add to the sum. And then add this. Oh, right, I need to make a new tuple. I feel like I could have got away with like a cleaner thing if I just made a class for this rather than use a tuple. No, I'm asking, do you need any additional coders by chance? I think right now we're pretty cozy where we're at. Our new idea is much less grandiose than a VR game, so... And honestly, I don't even know if our full team is gonna like get in on this next one, so we'll see. We've got 3 of us are on board so far. We're like prototyping stuff out. Actually, at some point, I am gonna start streaming that game, and my development of it. Ah, now I know where we went wrong. There we go. We're going with a space roguelike for our next thing. Thank you, yeah. I'm hoping we can turn a profit out of this one. Hate to talk in terms like that, but the reality of it is, you know, it's can't really justify continue doing this if I just keep burning money on it, you know? Now, crap like this I can do forever because it costs me nothing, it's janky, and it's fun. Okay, so let me add that in. Oh, hell, you know what? Let me just reverse this. If this is less than or equal to 0, continue the loop. Now, with the UI of the game, we're not really gonna let the player, like, choose something that's not 0. Oh yeah, no worries, dude. Take care. Yeah, fun talking to you as well. What am I doing now? So we've got, this actually is all we need to build our list up, and then we need to check it down here properly. Right. So... Oh, but for data sanitization, that's what I was gonna do. So if our sum is less than... Oh, actually, no. Well, okay, yeah, that, but also... That should add up to 1. If it doesn't, we'll do something about it. But more importantly, if this is empty, count 0, not null. Just add Add none. 1.0f. I don't know, man. Maybe at that point we should stop randomizing the enemies. Also, this is getting unwieldy. Let's make a method for this. Put that in the wrong place. Wait, no I didn't. Oh, it needs to be static. And then we might as well reverse this. What have I done? Oh, right, we got this here. Yeah, forget this nonsense. But I think if the sum is like off, if it's over 1, we'll just ignore it. Hey, what's up, Succulus Music? Or Sukello's Music? I'm not sure. Ah, Sukello's, okay, damn it. I flipped a coin and I lost. Anyway, how's it going? Welcome on in. Sorry about that. Okay, so we take our spawn probabilities and do this. It's going. Cool. Drifting through this Sunday. Yeah, I'm pretty wiped today, honestly. Did yard work and it's hot outside. Did a bunch of, like, random prep stuff for the week. Actually did not finish doing meal prep, so rip. But that's okay, I can do that tomorrow, and I'll just have like leftovers or something for lunch. It does not like that. Oh, can I not edit an enum or a tuple? Oh, you can't. Interesting. I guess we can just replace it with a new tuple. This is a silly line of code. Honestly, that's not even like a good fix, because then data just starts acting weird. Let's just... We'll do nothing if the values aren't right. That's much better. Am I fixing / breaking? So... We are building... Actually, what the heck is going on here? Oh, this is from the other class. So I have some infrastructure in my code that lets me randomize the enemies in the game. I'm enhancing that because like you have like preferences, you know, like if you want to put a seed in so you get the same results every time, whether or not you want to randomize the enemies, Also, like if you want to randomize the items, that's not implemented yet. We're gonna get to that next. Then lastly, if you want to randomize the solutions to like numerical puzzle code or puzzles, so like, you know, door codes and passwords and stuff like that. So the way I had this set up previously is I would just have checkboxes for like which enemy types you want to be included in that randomizer. Instead, I want to have this be a little bit more sophisticated and let the player pick like, okay, I want like, you know, a 25% chance for this enemy to show up, or like a 50% chance for this one. Yeah, these would be settings. So when you first launch your game, there'll be like a randomizer mode you can choose, and then there'll be like a bunch of settings. This would be sort of a thing you can like set. Right now I actually don't have that UI built, so this is all like hard-coded when I tested it so far. But honestly, because I haven't built the UI yet, I want to make these enhancements now rather than later. This is a random example. Oh wait, I keep pointing to this thing. It's totally exactly what I'm ripping off here. So this is a fan-made like mod for the original Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3. And it's just a like mod that randomizes the game. But like you can, you know, go in with each enemy type and like do a little slider and show how much you want it. Now, granted, this is not exactly represented the same way, but that doesn't matter. Like, this is just something I'm using as a base inspiration plate here. One moment. Getting a message here. Also, the music died. Probably finished, didn't it? What will we listen to next? You know what? Play this all the time, but let's do it anyway. Bomberman soundtrack, let's go. It's just group chat stuff. Okay, so this is a list that something needs somewhere. Oh yeah, I guess we want to pass this in as well. Oh right, we gotta give it that. I just realized we don't ever initialize that. Is that done in the constructor? There is no constructor for this. Oh wait, there we go. Yeah, there we go. So it will initialize the dictionary and everything. Cool. Cool, cool. Right, so we have this safety net just in case there's no spawnable enemies, and then here we're gonna mess this, or not mess this up, completely rewrite this part. This part's still okay. Man, what does this do again? A random unsigned int number. So if I want to get this as like a value between 100 and 1, should I mod it then divide it? Still new to programming, so I'm absorbing whatever I can. Heck yeah. That's cool. I'm more than happy to answer any questions about stuff I'm doing. I try to talk through what I'm working on and like my thought process, but sometimes, especially if I'm like super focused on something, I'll just kind of not say too many things, so by all means feel free to ask something at any point. Same here. Honestly. Do any of us really know what we're doing in this crazy like game development world? Oh, so we actually probably don't need the, like, number of enemy types here. I guess mod 100 and then divide by 100 is good enough. It's gonna be so impossible to parse. Oh, but I also need to, like... ah, god. And, yeah, you can't use modular division on a non-integer, right? I think. So we'll turn this into a float, and we'll divide it by 100 float. I don't trust that that's okay. Oh, but no, it will be. Yeah, it takes whatever the more complex data type is. So this will be an int, but because the denominator is a float, it will not, like, clamp the value. Right, so that'll get, like, mod 100 here will give us a value between 0 and 99. Oh, but wait, that's not good. Wait. Shit. Alright, hold on, I'm going back to the Stack Overflow post, which actually doesn't really have what I need. Yeah, damn it. Stupid normal programming languages having a random number generator that actually makes sense. Just gives you something between 1 and 0. It's so much easier. I want it between 0 and 100, right? Because, like, 100 would be... Yeah, I think I just need to mod 101 and then divide by 100. Alright, I'm overthinking this. Yeah, that's 100% what I need to do here. I'm also reading this in GD script and writing it in C#. There's a literal tab I can just click to see it in C#, but for some reason I'm not doing that. It says this parenthesis is redundant, but I don't know if I believe it. I guess the modular division would happen first, then the divide. Whatever. That makes it easier to parse visually. I'm gonna leave it as is. Though RNG is pretty good if I remember right. If you don't mind using GD script. I mean, it's the same thing anyway. I'm in, like... It's gonna translate to the same, like, machine instruction, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I guess that's not true entirely. Because these... The reason I'm using C# instead of GD script in this project is because, like, the performance chart of, like, time it takes to do various instructions, C# is, like, consistently way faster than GD script, except for, like, a couple of random operations that are, you know, pretty selective. Unless that's been completely reversed at some point, which I don't think it has, but... Now, having said that, my game's not exactly going to be some crazy, like, processing thing that needs to be as optimized as possible, but... I also work in C# during the day, so it's more comfy to use this than GD script. Not that I have any problem with GD script, but... Okay, so that's all good to go. Learning both. That's probably a good idea. Like, I think having more languages under your belt never is a bad thing. Actually, I guess the real reason that this game is in C# rather than GD script is because I copy-pasted my Unity code and then just fixed the compilation errors until we got it working. That's cool. I mean, it wasn't that simple. I did have to change a couple of things, especially because, like, a lot of my stuff was designed in a way where there were multiple scripts running on, like, a lot of different objects, so I had to, like, switch it to match Godot's paradigm. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I'm actually going back to Unity. I don't know. This sort of started as me analyzing the engine, and I came with the answer of, like, I don't really want to use this for, like, a real project, but for stuff I do on stream, it's totally fine. We've weighed the pros and cons. So yeah, I keep saying we. So like the stuff I do on stream is just like these are my little hobby projects. But like I actually have like a team of people that I mean we work in our spare time. It's not our day job, but like we do game dev together, and I don't know. We all kind of tried Godot out a little bit, and then came back and had a lot of discussion back and forth about should we go with Godot, should we not. Honestly, I don't even think we're 100% sold off on Godot, but it does seem like we're leaning more towards Unity for our next project. Mainly just because we've already suffered through like a full release and like doing all the optimization shit in Unity. And even if the tools were equivalent currently, it would still be relearning a new set, like a new tool set, which is just, that's just more dev time that we don't really want to spend. Yeah, having said that, I think Godot can get there. Sorry, this is my, like, I swear every stream I always go on my Godot rant. I want to see Godot get there. I want competition, because then random CEOs can't just, like, fuck an engine. Yeah, audio's a bit rough. I mean, in general, I think the tooling for 3D is in a pretty rough state. But it does have some cool stuff. The grid maps are amazing. The, like, the path generation is also pretty solid. The blender of game engines. That's a pretty apt comparison. I'm with you on that one. Okay, so I modified this. This will now give us a value between 0 and 1. I'm wondering if I should, like... Actually, yeah, let me go check if there's, like, a... Wait, there's a rand range? Oh, the problem with this... Yeah, okay. Problem with this is I can't use a seed, right? Yeah, no, there's no way I can apply a seed to that. Dang it. You and me both. I like just started learning Fmod and then I switched to Godot and then I'm like, oh, I can't use that here. I mean, you can. There is a plugin that exists. I don't know if it works on Godot 4 yet, but... Again, all things that hopefully will get there at some point. I don't know. But actually, that kind of leads into why, like, we're leaning towards just staying in Unity for our next, like, serious project. It's just, like... We need, like, industry standard tools to, like, get through our project. Not necessarily Fmod, because there's only 5 of us, so, like, we don't need that, like... I mean... Fmod would help greatly. We should have used Fmod in our last project, but we didn't. But, you know. Ride that struggle bus if you really want to, yeah. I mean, you can get, like, a pretty decently, like, complex audio system just managing stuff manually. It's just, I don't know, without, like, it's not that hard to, like, design it, but it's, again, it's nice to have that, like, industry standard tool set, because then you can freely move between options and stuff, and, like, if you have, like, a new audio engineer joining, like, they're probably familiar with Fmod, probably not. They may or may not be familiar with Godot. Again, I'll get off my soapbox, but... okay, we don't need this Power of 2 stuff anymore, because that's not how this works anymore. I mean, I guess I could use range instead of rand I. I'm worried that, like, I guess maybe I can just, like, do this. Like, the lower this number is, the, like, less range we're gonna, like, less variance we're gonna have in our results here. 5 and 5, okay. Yeah. That's true. What a silly variable name. One day I'll learn to spell. Wait, what am I looking for? Get selected probability value. And then we want to give this it's going to be a list of tuple of t comma floats. We're gonna reuse this for the item logic as well, so that's why I'm making this generic. Oh, I also need to give the number as well. Float. Alright, so we just need to go through the list in order. So we're looking if this number is either greater than or equal to the random number selected. Oops. And then if it doesn't find anything, we'll return null, and we'll also log like an error. Alright. Oh, shoot. I guess default T will work, right? There we go. Next comment, thanks. This should never happen. Yeah, so we don't even need this check anymore. Oh, you know what? Actually, let's just move this into this method. Then we don't, because we'll need to rewrite this anyway, right? We need to give it the seed as well. Oh no. Wait, shoot. I don't want to pass the whole settings thing in here. I guess we just pass a boolean in. Oh, no, wait, don't. That's not what we pass in. Oh god, what is that ref? Just pass this straight through. You know what I can ask you? That is a nullable. Oh no, it's a unsigned long. Dang it. Feels messy. It's like a lot of parameters for this method, but whatever. Regards to music and audio, what should I focus on learning for C#? That's a really good question. I think probably a lot of the good stuff you can learn is just like how you can like process like signals for like audio buses, like changing volume and stuff like that. The composer, producer, sound design, first and foremost. Yeah, audio is one of my like weakest spots, honestly. I don't know how to compose any music. But I do know a bit about like sound design and like audio engineering stuff, but I'm gonna get rid of this guy. That should be covered down there now. And this will give us back an enemy spawn type. Perfect. Okay. Why do I have two different seeds for the enemies versus the item? Like, it's still the same seed value. Whatever. Now, in terms of like marketable skills for something like that, yeah, I'm not really sure. Yeah, I think that probably wouldn't necessarily be a super useful spot to focus in. Oh, right, and we've just got this. Oh, we actually do not even need to do this multiple times, so this while loop can get out of here. That's cool. Nice, that cleaned up nicely. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, just getting, like, the basics of, like, you know, how sounds and music, like, can be manipulated or just in general, like, fired off and adjusted in code is probably the most useful spot you could focus on. Ooh. At least I think. Right, so we no longer need to check how many types of enemies there are. That will basically be covered by the spawn probability thing here, which comes in from the settings. Now, do I use this elsewhere? I'm trying to figure out if I could, like, actually check this when I'm, like, randomizing stuff. Yeah, this should be getting checked and it's not, I'm pretty sure. What about things like APIs? Is that something a lead programmer would probably take care of anyway? Most likely, yeah. I mean, I guess, yeah, I'm trying to think of, like, what a proper, like, audio engineer would be, like, handling, like, as in a composer role. Like, I think, like, the actual, like, the only API that would probably be related is, like, if for whatever reason, like, the game engineer you're using, like, doesn't have an interface for what tool you're using for importing the audio, for example, Fmod, like, I still think that would probably be more of like a more something that a person like in a tool building role would work on, rather than like having the audio engineer take care of that. But like I don't think I would expect like a composer to need to like know like the fundamentals of an API and like how they work. I think if anything, like, really just, like, having a generalized understanding of, like, how event systems in various game engines, like, work in sync with all types of audio. And also just, like, adjustments for, like if there's special effects that you want to use on things like a Doppler effect, or, you know, just general, like, distancing sound. That's probably the more, Right, yeah, no, I think, certainly, like, keeping in that sphere of, like, audio management and a general understanding for, like, the game engines and, like, how they're functioning will probably get you most of the way there. I also by no means have, like, the magic answer for any of this stuff. Fair enough. Okay, so we actually won't need the item type count. The thing is, I don't even know if I do want to fully reuse that other logic there. Items are trickier because we need to make sure that the keys get spawned in. Oh, it's literally what I had written here, which is why I didn't finish implementing this. I guess what we could do is first we would like randomly pick like a number to figure out like what spot we're gonna put the key in for like a given zone. And then if it's multiple keys, we need to make sure that we... Yeah, I guess I'll solve that generically for, like, any number of keys. Now Now the thing I'm trying to decide here is if I want to have this like cumulative. So, again, I'm gonna just resort back to like comparing things from various fan-made randomizers for Resident Evil games because, you know, they've made some great stuff. I might as well feel like an artist, as they say. So there's sort of two approaches, I think, to doing randomizers. Like, approach A is what I kind of described earlier in the stream, is where you have, like, so the keys that you need to advance through the game, right? Like, key in a, like, general sense. It could be, you know, whether that's a memo that gives you the passcode to something, or it's like a literal key to open a door, or it's like a two-piece item that you used, like, to combine together and open a door. You can kind of map out like what zones those need to appear in based off of where the locked door is. So like any part you can reach before that locked door is a zone where you can validly like spawn those in. Now the question is, do I want to have it segmented where door A that requires key A, somewhere in zone A that key will spawn, and then zone B has door B that requires key B, like, that can only spawn in zone B, or could that also spawn in zone A or zone B, because you could find it even earlier and then hold on to it. I think there's arguments for either approach. I think ultimately which works better is probably going to depend more on like how the game is actually laid out once I finish it. Like right now we only have test rooms in here. So it's not exactly like a lot to work off of example wise. Like, you know, we've got essentially just 3 rooms, and one of them just a cutscene room anyway. It has no items in it. Forgot about that. Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is I could probably like very easily, this is something I could change later on if I change my mind. Because it's really just a matter of changing the randomizer code and then just, you know, making sure I wrote it correctly. I think the easier implementation is going to be like sticking to zones for the keys. Your keys are only going to show up in the zone that they're in. All right, let me talk in a less vague sense. So for comparison, the Resident Evil 2, like the original Resident Evil 2 randomizer, in that game, you start out in the RPD. Depending on whether you're Claire or Leon, you need like 5 different items. So for Leon, it's the 4 sewer plugs to open up that gate. Not counting the various deck of card keys that you need to open various doors to get down there. But that's essentially your first section. The second section, you need to find 2 metals to get out of the sewer. And then the third section, you need the ammo disc and the power plug to get to the end of the game. You can only find, like, the randomizer works in a way where you won't find the power plug or the ammo disc anywhere except for the final area. And likewise, you won't find the 2 medallions anywhere other than the sewer. Whereas if you look at the Resident Evil 1 Remake randomizer, you can find like the end game keys at the very beginning. It could be the first thing that you pick up. Now, the reason Resident Evil 2 is set up that way is because there are parts in that game's story where you cannot go backwards. So in order to avoid like soft blocking the player if they didn't check every nook and cranny of the first area, like, you know, an hour later when they're in the lab at the end of the game, that's why they have it set per segment. Even still, I kind of like that approach because it kind of like, if you're playing, you know, a specialized mode like a randomizer, you're probably like already familiar with the game and you probably want to like move through it as fast as possible. So once you have the thing to get you through a zone, you don't really want to be backtracking. Like, even if I set my game up so you can go back to stuff like this, or like in parts like this, I think it might just be better overall if I still have it segmented out this way. Yeah, that too, yeah. I'm also not going to have some huge grandiose game, so it might not be that much of a chore to go back in my game, but... And also, shortcuts are, you know, a thing too. Like, I can have newer things that open up back into old areas. Keys driven by narrative would be helpful. Yeah, I mean, that's true too. So, okay, yeah, this game is not built, like, the default experience of this game is not going to be a randomizer. This is a cherry on top that I want to put in of, like, you know, maybe there'll be some condition to unlock this mode, or maybe it'll just be available from the beginning, but, like, basically letting the player say, hey, I want to, like, play the game but randomized, and then give them a bunch of options on how to configure that. That's more or less what we're working on. This is not, like, the core of the game is not this randomized version of a Resident Evil game. Just to clarify, because, you know, I've been, like, super focused on the randomizer and nothing else so far this stream, so... So... let's do a simple test with this, right? We've got, I need to put this in my game constants. Actually, this almost doesn't even belong in here. Like, this should be somewhere else. But yeah. Why not just get rid of keys just to have the player clear area across the new area? I think a large portion of what makes specifically like survival horror type games randomized fun is like tracking down, like it just mixes up like the way the puzzles are, because that's like a core component of games like this. I think opening up all the doors would kind of just make it a very short experience where you're just kind of beelining it to the finish line. Minus any like bosses or scripted events that you have to like set off. That's also a thing too, which I'm not going to mess with that because that would just be weird. I do have the infrastructure set in so that like seeing a cutscene can be a trigger that opens something. I'm not going to shuffle that into the mix. That's just because that would be like really hard to like convey to the player like what the fuck just happened. Like this cutscene where this other character gets a door open, suddenly doesn't open that door now after the cutscene's done. I think I just need one giant dictionary, or like a dictionary with lists or something. Yeah, you know what? So this will be a list of key type. Call this the zone key map. Oh, right, not this. You gotta do this. So, zone 1, let's say the big key unlocks zone 1. And then zone 2... Oh, wait, no, I need more than this, because we need the item IDs. Yeah, so we need, like, a list of the items, and... Yeah, so I guess, like a class here. Well, this shouldn't be in the constants, then, because it's not really a class. So we still need that list of key types, I think. And then we'll also need a list of the items that are in the zone. Item IDs in zone. Keys wired to pass zone. So this will no longer be a list on the second item here. Oh my goodness. Okay, and then we also need to account for the items in zone. Oh, and this is actually going to be good. Actually, I guess I don't really need to define a zone that doesn't have any key requirements. Because the way this is going to work is it's going to use that list of item IDs strictly as a way to pick which item slot to put the key in. Oh, the cool thing about the way I'm doing this is if I wanted to swap the way I'm doing it, I would just need to update this list. I don't need to update any of the randomizer code. Like if I wanted it to like retroactively target multiple zones, I would just make the list of item IDs larger. So yeah, we're not even gonna make one for zone 2. Was it mad about here? No, so everything, so when you hit new game, essentially, you're gonna fill out, well, if you start a new game with the randomizer turned on, you're gonna fill out your preferences for, like, what you want randomized, you know, whether you want items to be randomized at all, if you do want them randomized, you know, how likely you want certain items to show up, like healing items versus save items, or ammo, and then at that point, when you click start, it's going to generate this config that will be a lookup of basically everything that got randomized at that moment. And then that lookup will be readily available as the room loads to see like, oh wait, we're randomized right now, let me go look at the lookup. Okay, this enemy is actually this other enemy. Or this item's actually this other item. Oh yeah, I need to get the item IDs. So we're gonna pretend that's just this room. Thank you for the follow, by the way. I did just realize something. I think... Yeah, shoot. Keys are a type of item that can spawn. I guess that we'll fix that with the same logic as we have for the enemies. Yeah, that should be okay. That'll just be like a hidden value that will always have probability 0, so it'll just be excluded from the list that we pick. Oh, right, and then randomizing the quantity. I think that was the end of this soundtrack. Sure was. Shoot. What now? What now? Need to, like, go find other things I can play on stream without getting myself nuked. Always this classic. I'm looking for stuff. Oh, you know what? This will be fun. Nope. Take it from the top. Can't go wrong with EverQuest. I don't really know EverQuest music. I should check that out. I like the music I put on when I stream game dev stuff, but I feel like I just listen to like the same 4 soundtracks every time. It's been a minute since I pulled out Pizza Tower. I almost clicked it. It was in my recommended, but doing Diddy Kong Racing instead. Oh yeah, so I guess let's make that also a setting in our randomizer. Oh yeah, we should also make a spoiler log. Making that readable will be a little tricky, but I can make it a little bit illegible by just printing like this was spawned in this zone or whatever. That's a pretty key component of randomizers, I'd say. I think that's important to make. Tood. Great. Spoiler log. As much detail as possible. Alright, we're gonna remove this as a parameter. I guess if we don't randomize the quantity, yeah, we like need to do that. Damn. I'm actually not sure what happens if I like... Oh yeah, if I put an item down that's not stackable, it doesn't... Oh man, this is tricky. Oh man. Yeah, I think if I put an item down that doesn't have a quantity, like a first aid spray or something like that, I'm pretty sure it just ignores that field in general. So like, it's not gonna like screw up and like accidentally give you like 50 50 healing items instead of 50 bullets where it was doing that somewhere. I guess that shouldn't even be an option. We will randomize the quantity because otherwise we have nothing to base it off of, since the quantities that are in the other slots are not, like, that information's not coming along with us. Okay, these two options I think are still good. I kind of want to change the name of them, but whatever, that's fine. I also just had a thought, like, I don't have a way to give you, like, different amounts of stuff on lower difficulties. That would be kind of nice to, like, give you more ammo when you're on, like, easy mode or more saves. Could maybe figure something out for that. I mean, the stupid way to do it is just quantity pickup on easy, normal, hard, yeah. Oops, wrong thing. Okay. Let's randomize these items. Oh, I never actually filled this out, did I? Yeah, I don't know why that's mad also. I think I need to go look at that. It might be like it's not sure what dictionary I'm referring to. Right, though. This is... Okay. This is item ID 3. This is item ID 2. Are there any other item spawn points in here? No. Ugh. Oh, it is ambiguous. Dang it. How do I... Wait, why did this happen? Did I include another library I didn't need to? Oh, it's because I put list in there. Ah. System.collections.generic. Stupid name spacing. This generic type argument must be a variant of compatible type. Huh? But it is that. Is it because of this? No. Am I out of my mind? What is the problem here? Is dictionary not happy with its own requirements? Oh, it wants it to be a variant. Hold on. It can be that. Then it's okay? No, it doesn't like that. Okay. About node. It's not happy about that either. Oh my god. Oh, right, it needs to be partial. Yeah, I feel like this shouldn't just be sitting here in its own little thing, but I guess that works, whatever. Like, this isn't a node, this isn't quite right. Almost got me. Is there not like a Godot... Whatever, man. Like, what is the Godot list? It's causing this problem. Okay, so we've got our static thing. Wait, what? Oh yeah, that's a good point, I can do that. But that's not what it was yelling at me about. What is this yelling me about? Non-constant fields should not be visible. Why? Like, actually, why? I mean, it's not an error, but it makes me nervous. Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe I can just make this a partial class and then not need to... Nope. Yep, it's mad. Okay. So in our randomizer settings here... Oh, first I guess... We're not randomizing, don't bother running this. What does that sound? It's a weird noise, like... It's like my ice machine, but it's like way closer than my fridge is to me. Oh, right, we need the number of items, right? So, similar to enemies. Oh. That's no good. I think our max item ID is 4. We've only got 2 scenes, this shouldn't be too hard to track down. There's 2 items. No, wait, there's 2 items in here, so I think, that's ID 1, that's ID 4. Well, I guess the max ID is 4 then. Because, yeah, 1, 2, 3, and 4, yeah. I can count. I can count, chat! Yay! I just found out what it is. I need to get a new external hard drive, chat. This thing's, like, literally dying on me right now. It's my external hard drive just making weird-ass fucking noises. And then the max enemy ID is actually just 1, because we've only got 1 enemy spawn currently. There he is. I think for debugging purposes, we should definitely output something here. Oops, a daisy. Alright. I made that a dictionary so we can do a quick check here. So we can just do contains key, and then our index. If it does, just continue, don't randomize this item. So we're going to use the same probability code that we used in the other spot, but just with the items this time around. Also, I need a collection for that. Item spawn probabilities. Item spawn type. This game's got such a good soundtrack. Oh, but first, before we do any of that, I need to, wait. I guess a 4 each would be better here. I don't know if this count call is expensive. So we'll just do it here once. Oh wait, not zones. Oh wait, we want not item IDs in zone. We want to take keys, please. Okay, so this is for each zone. We need to randomly select the spot for the keys to go. Yeah. So to do that, now this actually we will just want like a number between something and something here. I need to like copy this array. Because if there's multiple keys, we can't use this. We need to make sure we don't pick the same slot multiple times. Ugh. It's getting icky. Okay, so we can do that. That's fine. Oh, dear God. Is there a less... Okay, there's that one. Oh, there's 3 of these, hold on. I have to copy them to an array, what the heck? Anyway, I need them to not be an array. Damn it. Also, this needs to happen outside of the thing anyway. Well, I guess we could copy it to an array and then to list that array. Alright, hold on a second. Oh yeah, I can just call toList on it. That gives you a new list. Haha! Thank you, internet. Doesn't like that. Why does it not like that? List of int does not contain a method. What the heck? Alright. To array, to lists. What the fuck? What is... Why? Bullshit. System collections generic list. This isn't even like a Godot list thing. This is definitely the standard C# like list. Why does toList not exist? Like toArray works. Oh, that's link. toList is a link. Wait. Alright. Whatever, man. Okay, so... Ooh. Heck. Ran from seed ref settings dot. Oh right, I need to give the randomizer seed for items. Okay. Oh, and then that's just going to be some garbage number, so we need to clamp that in to max index. And then... what do you mean no? Oh, shoot. Yeah, well, I mean... Oh, it's because this is a long... No, this isn't a long... Well... Alright, whatever. It's literally can't go outside the bounds of an int because we're doing modular division on... Oh, wait, did I... No, it's on the entire thing. I guess mod just returns a long... Whatever. Okay, so that'll give us which item ID we want. And then item ID is used up by keys, add selected item ID, true. We also need to generated randomizer dot randomize items dot add Alright, the key type will be in here. That'll be... So selected item ID, and then the value is going to be... Oh no, it's backfired! Oh man. Do I think I have a lookup of like key type to item type, right? Thought I did. Okay. Guess we're making it right now. So we have key type. I guess I could make my other lookup just item type. But that's weird for like data sanitization purposes. I don't know, man. I think they just like knew that. It just further complicates this thing. Ugh, I don't like this, but we'll roll with it for now. This is more like manual stuff I'm gonna like forget to update, and then it's just gonna bite me. Yeah, you know... I think we just make this an item type. There's no reason to have this like crazy other layer. Like we could do that, but it just makes the code harder to read, and it like creates a manual step I need to go maintain it with. Okay, and last but not least, we then also need to valid item IDs, remove at index. Alright, god damn it. Stop this bullshit. Okay, and yeah, percent max index being the count is good. Actually, you know what? Let's just cool. Alright, that's good. That list has been updated. Randomized items are good to go. Okay, so that'll work for the keys. Now we need to randomize everything else as well. Oh. Cool. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna take a break really quick. So we need to like get that probability map for items that we had for enemies. It'll just be the same code. In fact, I can even reuse some of it. But I'll be right back, and we'll do that. Yeah, I gotta be honest, I'm having a blast with StarCraft 64. We're not gonna play any tonight because it's already like 11, but... First of all, I want to finish this, but... you know. I'm sticking to my schedule though. Monday, Tuesday will be... Well, not random indie games, but, indie games. Namely, tomorrow we're going to finish up another Crab's Treasure, and Tuesday... Or we actually might start the next game tomorrow, depending on how long that takes me. But Tuesday we'll be playing Crow Country, which I'm really excited to play. Shockingly. The guy that's so obsessed with Resident Evil stuff that he's making his own Resident Evil game. Excited for indie Resident Evil style game. Breaking news. What am I doing here? Okay, so we have this probability item already. We just need to, like, recreate this logic. I wonder if I can, like, genericize this out, too. Oh, wait, that is already done. Like, this part, rebuild the sum and everything. Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. Alright. Oh, is it done? Nope, that's not right. That's cut. Well, I guess that's fine. Not enemy spawn type. I guess it is enemy spawn type, isn't it? Whatever. Okay, cool. That did what I wanted it to. Now I need to give it the setting, just the settings? Yep. Oh, no, we need more than that. Okay, actually, it should be able to infer what we're doing based on that. Yeah, so we give it... God. These generics are killing me. So this is a list of tuple of type T and float. Okay. Actually might not need the settings once I get this fully fleshed out here. Oops-a-daisy. Yep, we don't. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, it doesn't return anything right now. Well, you know. Did I do this right? Looks like it. Okay, cool. Fun fact, And this may not be true in the current day of C++, but back when I used C++ back in college, whenever you're using like templated types like this, if you have something nested like this, you have to put a space in between these because right is like bit shift, so like it interprets it as a command. Like it doesn't matter the context of where you're typing it. Maybe modern day versions of C++ don't do that, but I definitely burned myself several times doing that. Basically, I think the last thing that got added to C++, like as I was like on my way out, was like support for lambda expressions, which is a very, very long time ago. Not that I'm never gonna touch C++ again. It's just I haven't. I'm kind of glad I forced myself to use it a lot in college, because it is useful to have that experience. I really only did it because like I was like forced to use Java for so long that I'm like, oh, I want to learn a new language, and oh man, Java's so inefficient. I need to use like a real coding language. If Rust was a thing back then, I probably would have gotten into that. I thought if anything against Rust, just okay, cool. So, we just need to call that for the items. Over here. Except items. And then this loop. Yeah, okay, so we already checked this and skip over it if we don't have that. Oh yeah, we don't need this count. Just like with the other one. Now, you know what, actually? Sweet. Oh, testing this is not going to be fun, chat. I'll tell you that right now. We're gonna do it, though. We gotta do it. I should really rename this since it's doing more than it initially did. Cool beans. Chat, I got a new eye doctor, and he says cool beans. It's a very interesting fellow. Good doctor. I am very sad though, because my insurance changed. It's because of literally just happens with businesses. And I had an amazing dentist, but they're like covered like not at all, so I'd have to pay like full price to go there, which I'm not interested in doing. Need to go find a new dentist. I haven't done that yet. Someone at work recommended one to me that's under our new coverage. Check them out. Very exciting banter, I know, right? Alright, so that should all be good. So things could go wrong here, like, for example, if you had more keys than, you know, spots. Oh, actually, what happens? Okay. So, if you're down to just one item here, you're gonna get mod 1, right? Anything mod 1 is just 0, right? I'm like 90% sure of that. I'll launch it. Yep. Cool. All right. I believe this is code complete. No, it's not. Not even close, actually. Well, I mean, close, yeah. So, this should be, like, logically sound for randomizing the enemies and the items, but, I don't think either of these actually do anything. Like, we need to actually have the, randomizer get checked when, like, the item spawner's, running. The item generator is what I'm looking for, I think. Create item, no instance of item generator has been initialized. Who calls this? The data saver. Oh no, this is for like UI stuff. Right? Okay, yeah, no. The item generator is for in-inventory item generation. What we want is the actual like item spawner. Should be over here somewhere. Item spawn point. Yeah, this is the guy. Oh, wait. No, I already have that logic in there. Yeah, so this will just overwrite this all together, which is kind of funny. Randomized items contains this item. Item spawn type is not none. Oh yeah, or allow spawns on empty item slots. Oh, right. Wait, but no, this is backwards, isn't it? Oh, okay. No, that's why I did it this way, where I process what the normal difficulty logic is first. Yeah, so it's already accounting. Why didn't I see this when I tried to find usages of this boolean? Weird. Yeah, and then if not none. Oh, I stand corrected. I think the randomizer is already fully wired up. Dope. Saves me the trouble. All right. Well, we need to trigger the randomizer. Boom, 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 boom. This guy. Yeah, this ought to work, I think, hopefully. I may need to leave the room and come back to make it work, but I guess our print statements will tell us if it's running properly. Randomizer seed dot generate randomizer. Randomizer settings. Make those up in a second here. Fortunately, I don't think we're gonna work on funny mode tonight, but that's okay. So randomize enemies equals true. Let's see. Randomize items equals true. Just set this to true for all of these. That is kind of a weird thing to let the player pick, because I don't really know an efficient way to, like, communicate what the hell that means to them, you know? Of course. That's a double, you can't do that. I can't really prove whether these numbers are going to be accurate or not, but, you know, whatever. We could just run it a bunch of times and see what happens. So 75, but we need to take 10 off of it because of the 10% for this guy. Oh, and then we need the item probabilities as well. Oops-a-daisy. We're just gonna do equal parts, whatever. There's gonna be multiple pistols showing up. This also needs to equal 100, so... quick maths. I did just realize something that's missing from the item random stuff. Is quantity... okay, it's not nullable, so it'll always have a number, it's just... yeah, that's not good, but whatever. We'll get back to that in a second. Let's see if anything we wrote in the last, like, 2.5 hours even works. We'll start from there. It doesn't even build. Great. Oh, I didn't close that off. Fair enough. I am going to test it with a seed, but we'll do this first. Oh, mama, that's a lot of errors. Okay. Yep. Uh-oh. The given key was not found. Also, the cutscene end is yelling at me for some reason. Which guy are you mad about? Zone key in map. Okay. Oh, wait, no, yeah, we don't walk up like this, we just, gotta do that. Uh-oh. Oh man. Godot dictionaries suck, man. What is this nonsense? Wait. More errors. Same thing? No fucking way, man. Oh shit, I did it again. I don't know why I was copy pasting this everywhere instead of just doing this, but hey, you know, whatever. Blarg. Anywhere else I'm using zone key map? Okay, now we're good. More errors. Ah. Index must be less than exception. Okay. So clearly my randomizer has gone awry here. Something's gone wrong. What the fuck just happened? Don't know what button combo I pressed to just go to end of file, but that was odd. Wait, what? Now it worked. No, 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 you can't do that. Oh, but it's random, so I guess it... I think I mixed up another ID somewhere. Yeah, open source tree, why not? That's definitely what I meant to do. It's not opening, also. Whatever. I don't even know why I still have that pinned. Oh, I guess it's because I... Yeah, I don't need that on my desktop anymore. Must have just been left over from like when I... like when this computer crashed before I got it fixed. So I was using the other one in the meantime. Something is... potentially out of range here. So selected item ID. Oh, but no, this is the line that crashed, right? So valid item IDs are this list of items here. And then we literally mod the list count so it can't go higher than the list count. Unless I did that too late. This is contained, right? Yeah. So how could this be out of range? Like, it should not be able to be out of range. I guess let's keep rerunning it till it happens again and I'll see what number it got. I mean, it's not gonna be something amazing, it's gonna be 2, probably. We got 2 errors, but I'm not... like, stuff still spawned. Oh, it's the chaser! A handgun with 50 bullets in it. Score. So the other one has to be key 1, right? Also a handgun with 1 bullet in it. Yeah, so that was not the key like it normally is. Dude, why is he hunting me? What's happening? This is bullshit. He's supposed to wander, not walk exactly to where the player is. Yay, that's the big key. Trust me, that is a big key. Alright, what errored then? Okay, something in the chaser's logic, but only like once or twice. Oh, the nav map wasn't like initialized. Oh, okay, yeah, I tried to call that before. Alright, that's like a race condition thing, but it does fix itself. I'm gonna write that down though. If I can find my bug list. Where is this? I have way too many tabs. Chat, this is bad. Oh, this one I actually named. Cool. Bug. Chaser calls nav map before it is initialized for 2 frames. Honestly, I could probably knock that out, but so this generally seems to have worked. I want to see that error because all I did was add more debugging stuff. I believe that's the chaser. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be moving if it wasn't the chaser. Oh, the key went in the same spot. What is this bullshit? Yeah, that is the chaser. Heal. Really need to make UI so that your health updates when you're like taking damage and stuff. 1 bullet. More healing. Oh shoot. I guess, okay, so we have the infrastructure to do this, and I guess I'm glad I made that an item and not a key type. We should ensure that the guns show up somewhere. Okay. I don't like the idea of the guns only showing up in, like, certain zones, though. Oh, okay, I got 2 things I want to do right now. Or, well, one thing I just realized I should probably account for. So, valid item IDs. I need to... what's the opposite of union? Oh, intersect, dang it. I think. Yeah, it is. Wait. No, not that. Wait, maybe? Let me pull up that graph. Some set logic. Where's the good one? Dang it. No, intersection is the and, so both of them. Oh, difference is what I want. Union is either or of both of them. Oh no. That's not a method. Alright, C sharp. Oh wait, actually, yeah, hold on. Except. Pardon me. Jesus. Why are you mad about that? List event takes IEnumerable event. Oh man. Oh, it needs a... Wait, no it doesn't. What? It's not working. Boop-a-dee-ba-dee-boop. Doop-a-dee-ba-doop-a-boo. Shoo-ba-dee-boop. Boop-a-dee-doo-doo-doo-doo. Cannot implicitly convert type IEnumerable int to list. Oh, I see. It's the end result that's the issue here. Yeah, so that should... this is only if I have zones that are overlapping in IDs. We don't want to overwrite a key that we already reserved for a spot. This actually goes back to my thing I was debating on earlier about should I limit, like, keys for Zone A should only be in Zone A, or if, like, Zone B also appears before that, can I put it in that larger pool of zones? The infrastructure is now there. But yeah, I think I can do that. So let's do this. This will just prove that things work right. The silly thing though is that the zone is not like this. Almost doesn't need to be a the zone key map. It doesn't even need this like number here because this is going to become meaningless the way I'm implementing things. God damn you, Godot. So all 4 item slots are fair game for that one. Yeah, I thought I might have missed the, there's one more. And then if we go back to our player status, let's go ahead and set get rid of pistol. Make all these add up to 100 again. You know, I could actually correct any like non-100 sums, but I'm not going to, because you could pre-sum them and then compare that against a value of 1, like do a divide, and then just multiply everything by that when you're creating the sum values. But I'm not doing that. I'll just make my UI always make it add up to 100%. Speaking of which, that's going to be a tricky thing UI-wise, but whatever. Right, randomize the quantity as well. We only want to do that if it's a type that has quantity. Ugh, God. It just never ends. Ooh. Okay, well, the other thing I need to do, I need to test it with the seed as well. But first, let's test what we just did. So there should be exactly one handgun in here now, every time. Instead of just maybe there'll be a gun, maybe there'll be 3 guns, maybe there'll be no guns. Okay, so nothing was chosen for that spot over there. This should be the key then, and it is. Also, nothing was chosen for the enemy. Oh, actually, I guess I can see, right? Ahead of time. Big key was set to item 3. Randomize enemy 1 to a none. Randomize key pistol to item ID 4. I don't remember which one that is though. And then item 2 was none. Item 1 is pistol ammo. One pistol ammo. One gun. One ammo in it. Oh man, so randomizing the quantity is not simple. We almost need like a separate lookup for that. Because this should be, much like everything else, this needs to be predetermined at the time of the randomizer getting generated, so that 1, we can reproduce the same results with the seed, and 2, yeah, other stuff, I don't know. Oh yeah, otherwise it would just, every time we entered the room it would, like, pick a new value for it, which is not good. And I guess we could probably find a way around that, but... Okay, those errors are just from the chaser. There's the gun again. And that's the big key. Okay. It's looking pretty good. This does what I need it to do. Let's go ahead and commit our code. Then maybe we'll work on the quantity really quick as we wind down for the night here. What did I change in there? Oh, just spacing. Okay. You know what, let's actually, we'll comment this out just so the randomizer's not just constantly running. Oh, right. Open Gundam style. Alright, let's do it. Let's commit this code. We updated randomizer logic to use probabilities for each type, and also implemented item rando. Committed, pushed. Now let's see if we can get the items as well, or the quantities as well. So I think, as much as I hate doing it this way, rather than make like a complex object, let's just make yet another dictionary. And then we're probably gonna need to put in some more, like, atrocious random bullshit. Because I don't think I have a good way of knowing just from, like, an enum type whether or not that type of thing has quantity or not. And I'm trying to decide if I just want, like, a list of enums to be like, okay, these are ones that have quantity, so randomize the quantity if it's this type. Or if we should, like, have a range that is defined for, like, you know, how many of each of these should you be setting. Oh, what the heck? Oh, right, that's a method, not a... Right, so if it contains an entry for this item, update quantity on pickup to whatever the hell that value is. Dear God. Oh, right. So this will handle it downstream. And actually, you know what? If otherwise, we should probably just set it to 1. Okie dokie. Alright, that handles the logistics of making that happen. Wait. Was this like this previously? Hold on, I'm checking source control right now. It is, it's like a double nested thing. This should just be merged, right? There's no reason to have these, If it is randomized, and the randomized items contains this, and either of these things, just unnest that a little bit. Right, so we'll always update it to that, and then we'll set the quantity. Either the randomizer defined a quantity for us, or it'll just be 1. Cool. Perfect. Now everything's just going to be 1 as it is right now, because I'm not setting this value ever, but let's go set this value. I'm gonna need to call it twice because we'll need it in here. For like the key handling thing. Since the guns will also technically be used under this logic as opposed to down here. And then again down here, so let me just make a generic method for it. Lasers. Oh, this needs to be an int. Okay, so... I think we'll go with the simple implementation first, and then if I don't like this, we'll just come back to it. To do. Should we maintain a more complex lookup? Suggesting min-max ranges per type? Or is this fine? I mean, I think there's a somewhat of a, like, forgiveness for jank in a randomizer, right? Like... Or not jank, but just like, you're very clearly getting the non-intended experience of the game, so... Like, if you get a gun with 1 bullet instead of, like, 15 or whatever, it's just part of the randomizer. Oh, right. Game constants dot... Oh, we need the randomizer settings also. And the randomizer number. Oh, God. This is gonna be gross. You know what, actually, we'll do it this way. It's also still gross, but at least I don't need to pass a bunch of objects in and out. Oh, I do need to pass in... Ah, God. So we need to get the generated seed. We need to add to it here. Actually, no, I can just use the quantity that we're sending back. That's fine. Hey, it knows me. Then take all that and mod it by... We'll just say 50. Oh. Yeah, but then +1 also on top of all that. So that'll give us something between 1 and 50. God damn it, man. Stupid modular division. I'm gonna rename this to get because it's not actually doing anything. And then... oh, right, also. Quantity is greater than 0, do that. Then we'll need to do that here as well. Oh, I is what we're looking for. New question, does having an event bus pattern technically count as following an observer pattern? Maybe? I should know the answer to that. I don't. I mean, I guess in a sense, like, the bus is sending data somewhere, right? I don't know if there's like a technicality where that's not technically an observer because it's like a chain of events rather than like something listening to a queue, but I'll say this, if it doesn't count as that, it's definitely in the neighborhood of it. It's definitely pretty damn close. It's still more copy pasting than I wanted to do, but oh well. Oh wait, so then it doesn't actually need the index because we're not using this for anything, right? Yeah. Okay, and then we need to make this. Wrong class. What the hell was it smoking right there? Public static list of game, or item type, item spawn type, items with quantity equals new. Also not my favorite thing that we have to, like, maintain this list manually like this, but, oh Christ, I did it again. Let's not conflict with Godot's frickin' namespace, man. So I might be doing this wrong because, like, I don't know if there's like something that's like a Godot type list I should be using for this sort of thing. But we've been using the standard C# library one for like this whole time. I have a lot of stuff I need to go update if that's not the case. Okay, let's test if this works. No, just kidding, I need to re-enable my commented out code. Any errors? Nothing yet. And why did I set the dangerous enemy to be the one that is more likely to spawn? What's wrong with me, chat? 39 bullets in our pistol, hell yeah. Okay, the other item's gonna be a, the key. Oh, right, it's gonna keep being that also because I have the seed set. I didn't really test that. Let me... Okay. Hold on. Shit, chat, how many bullets did that gun have in it? Well, oh, whatever, we'll just do it 3 times. So that's still a herb. 39. Yeah, well, it was 39. That's still that. Okay, cool. I don't know why the seed logic wouldn't be working unless I just screwed up an if statement somewhere, but... looks like it's working. Okay, I took the seed away and now it's erroring like crazy. Okay, yeah, the index. Yes, 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 yes. Let's set this down. Okay. Random index equals -2. Valid item ID is equals 3. Huh? So this part's right, of like, yeah, doing that. How did you get -2? I believe that is the end of the playlist here. Oh no, actually it's not. We got just enough time, I think, to let this play out. What in the goddamn... like, how did that become negative? What the fuck? Does the randomizer just throw negative numbers at me sometimes for funsies? Oh god. Wait, no, how would that happen? Like, if I make this a uint over here, right? It's gonna yell at me, isn't it? Yeah, it doesn't like that. It's like, this needs to be a... Wait, what? Is rand from seed... You know, this is also an unsigned int. Yeah, fuck Godot's implementation of random. This is so confusing. I don't know why this returned to being that. Yeah, it doesn't like that either. Why in the fuck do they not accept unsigned ints in their fucking... Can I just math.abs? Well, this is bad because I can't trust any of the random numbers it's gonna generate now. Like, shit, man. C# unsigned int. Oh, wait. So, like, if it was, like, negative, like, max int, I might get that. Because, like, the thing with an unsigned int, right, like, it's using that last bit that would normally be used for positive, negative as just part of the number. So if the number was that high, then this would happen. Okay, I know what I need to do. This is an annoying problem. I'm sticking to my fucking ground here, though. Like, this wouldn't be a problem if they could just be normal. make it fucking normal random. Stop making me jump through all these hoops. Okay, yeah, that's fine down there because we converted after we've already done our modular division. Just gonna check everywhere we're doing seed.has value. Which thankfully is here. Okay, this one should be safe. Because the modular division happens here. Then we divide, which converts it to the float. Jesus Christ. Ah! Okay, yeah, you know, maybe this song doesn't need to be on the Diddy Kong country soundtrack. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's enough of that. What do we got? Put on the Tunic music. I don't know when, somewhere in this soundtrack, it always, like, tags my videos on YouTube, but it's not like a strike, it's just a... content, whatever. God, okay. I think it's literally just there, which to be fair, that is the only place it's crashed so far. Although that's the first thing it calls. No, it isn't. The enemies get randomized before all that, so yeah, never mind. That's, okay. Back to true randomness. Hey, it's not the chaser. 27 bullets. That's gotta be the key, right? Okay. 38 bullets. Regular medicine. Cool. Yeah, I mean, this seems to be working. That's dope. No enemy spawned this time. Wait. Is there a seed? Wasn't it also 37 bullets that time? Okay, but that's different. Or is it? Wait, shit. Alright, it is different. Oh yeah, the enemy was different, so like it had to have been. Something's wrong, chat. Oh, nothing spawned in the other spot. I see. Okay, gotcha. Also, I can still use this stuff, right? Alright, cool. Spawn big key in item 2 with quantity 0. Pistol. ID 4 with quantity 47. Randomize item 1 to none. Randomize item 3 to green juice. Oh, you know what? Let's print the quantity in that one as well. I'm convinced this is just working, so I don't... Yeah, that's good. We're good. Right on time, too. Alright. Put our randomizer code away for now. Our job here is done. And sadly, chat, that's going to do it for tonight's stream as well. But I will be back tomorrow. We'll be playing another Crab's Treasure, which is a very delightfully charming game. We're going to finish it tomorrow. I think I have like an hour left of that. Yeah, for sure. Thanks for hanging out. I think there's an hour left in the game, but I kind of want to go back and just do all the, like, 100% is really just, like, getting all the collectible stuff. So, like, checking out all the other shells that I missed and other stuff. The abilities, the adaptations. So we're going to do that before we finish the game, but I'm probably going to use a guide for that just because it's, like, I don't know. I don't want to wander around aimlessly. But yeah, sorry, I'm committing my code really quick. Added logic to randomize item quantity when randomizing items. Cool stuff. Happy with how that turned out. Now, is OBS going to show up on this screen before I hit close? Also, we'll find somebody to raid. It didn't! Hooray, OBS! Good job! Alright, good night, y'all. Good night, you all. See you later.